and then squeeze them out for even a single word of feedback. They are so friendly until no feedback. So I don't know actually what exactly they assume what they expect. You're right, sunshine, sunshine.
All right. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. He he got a phone call. He got a phone call. Yeah, sunshine. Yes, I still remember Serena. Actually, if we can handle such a difficult user, then we can handle quite a lot of people. Uh, don't say that. But it's also quite a good lesson, if you ask me. Yeah. Now at least in my in my in my how to say experience booklet, if I face this kind of a difficult user again, the only solution is that sit in front of her, go through line by line. I don't think he cannot sign off. Yeah, that is the only way we force them. Of course, we have to contribute the time also. Yeah. So how's the team? How's the team in Singapore after so many people left? Oh yeah. Hmm. Oh, okay. Hmm.
But I believe Goodrich had started already. We had a kickoff, and then analysis had started some one day. I believe so.
If not, hmm.
That was because I heard in one of the meeting
Hmm.
that Good Hawk was telling that same.
Yes.
So Santosh had to step in to look into the issue.
Yeah, which I understand they resign the code, they resign the agreement because I think last minute they put out the production module, right? Then yeah,
If you remember, that, why Katie from who had given Katie? Kevin Tan or
Kevin Tan.
Kevin has given, right?
Uh,
On that day. That day also I had told that their business requirement requires production. Without production, it won't work.
but after Santos in, how come production can be out?
Production had to. It's their
Had to be that.
it's their nature of business. They must have production.
Then
And we did not continue production. We said everything will take from the project module, and that's what happened. And finally, the ambiguity was corrected.
yeah, okay, it's good. Yeah, I agree. It's good. If yeah, agree. And one for Sports Hub, who is actually doing the quotation, the quoting, the estimation? I mean, previously for Sports Hub, who is doing the estimation? Who done the estimations during the contract sign? Yes, but after I went in, a big portion are not there. Then I also double check how come no, they didn't even ask any PMs in Singapore. If they did actually ask you, based on your Ramunia experience, you will actually buffer it up. For such a complicated communication, they don't even have a mandate for that.
I'm sorry to interrupt you people, and I'm sorry to say, but few things which I have seen, it was much factor of a laughter for me. You know what? I cannot tell the project name, but anyway, app system.
Okay.
Okay. I got the high level requirement
Okay.
for estimation. There was my first fight started with Queenie and everybody.
Yeah.
I disagreed, right? What happened? First of all, you know what was that high level requirement gathering? They had copied whoever had given that, and whoever did this pre-sale sales. I don't want to point out anybody. Okay, they had copied AX features from Microsoft website and they had pasted in the requirement. I have, and no, it is recent. It is recent, just 1.5 months, 2 months back, right? And even how people were in there, they did not remove the hyperlinks. So in the Word document, once you click on the hyperlink, it will take you to Microsoft website. Then I said, how I should do this estimation?
Yeah, nobody really look seriously into that. The one who pass you the work. Someone understand that time is piece and pieces, right? They pass it to.
Unless how you are gonna estimate any project? I don't understand. Anyways, yeah. So I believe Hawk is not going to join.
I don't think so. I think we can just start. But
all right.
Yeah. 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 You're right. Yeah.
Correct. Correct. That's right. One more thing, just I want to add up here. I believe you and both are aware of the system, how it's going to work, right?
Yeah.
You have an idea. And what I have proposed, mainly I'm going to take you to the main screen. Where is this issue? I don't want to go into it because this is known to everyone. So I don't want to show you that.
Okay.
Question should be both way. It is two-way communicative session. This is not. So I hope so. I would be able to answer your query.
Sure.
So see, this is the major point what we need to do, what we are working on. Yeah. Especially this is related to your template as well, right?
Yeah.
Let me open one template for you, that one project for you, so it will show you in a realistic way as well. Let me share my both screens. And let me come back here and I'll open one project. Yeah. So any project, for an example, I'm going to open this project, or maybe Lipico. I'm going to open this Lipico. So it has got some contents. And now I want to show you in Microsoft project.
Okay. Is that you all already upgrade to Office 2013?
It is. It is.
Yeah, that's why
No problem. 2010 is also fine.
also
2010,
fine.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then good. Then good.
Even project 2007 SP1 is fine.
Oh,
Yes,
good, good.
no compatibility issue.
Yeah.
Because what I have done, it was a bug basically with the project server 2013.
Mm-hmm.
It was incompatible with the previous versions at all.
Yeah.
So I finally I found a patch in a particular site. It's not a patch. Basically, they have created a long script. There is one guy who had created a long script to put into.
Okay.
I put it and I tested it. Office 2000, project 2007, it is working.
Okay.
No issues at all. So, well, hi, Hawk, how are you?
Hey, Hawk. So still Jennifer not in yet.
No, Jennifer is not joining.
Oh, she's not joining.
How can I join?
Oh, that is not.
So,
My God. Okay.
see, my proposal is that first of all, instead of this project server, what I'm talking about, I'm talking in general as a practice. What we should do, we should have a complete skeleton of a project plan.
Okay.
All right, as per show step or as per whatever methodology we want to use, combine, mix and combine, it doesn't matter. But we should have a skeleton of a project plan. The very basic thing what we need to consider about that each and every task should be broken down on an individual level.
Yep.
What I mean to say individual level, if we are saying that business requirement analysis and fit gap analysis, then normally you see the project plans are not current project plans are what it is made like that. Okay, fit gap analysis 5 man days, 6 man days.
That is too general.
That is too general, right?
Yeah.
So it should be on an individual basis. So
By
under
module,
this,
by resource.
yes, if I'm putting it financial TNL PA, then I can assign one particular person or two particular person that way.
Yes.
So this is the most important basic requirement for proper project plan. Then only we will be able to book the resources in a realistic way.
Yeah.
First of all. Now, if you see here the same, row number 23, 24, 25. If we don't have those modules or don't have those activities, make it inactive or active. If you make it inactive or active, automatically it will recalculate your project.
Oh, okay.
This is the feature of Microsoft Project. You can have 1,000 tasks. You can inactive 500 tasks. You have only 500 tasks remaining, and the estimation, timeline, activities, durations, everything will be based on only active tasks. By default, this is always hidden. You see, it is always hidden.
Yeah. Okay.
Once you create
by doing that, right? Can we, let's say when we try to print a version out to the customer, we only want to see the active.
Correct. You can hide that.
We can hide that.
You can hide that.
Do we need to manually go and hide it, or we can do the filter?
You can create a filter.
Can create a filter.
We can create a filter.
Good.
We can create a filter for that.
Yeah.
We can easily hide it.
Okay.
But default, all the tasks are always active. If you want to deactivate those tasks,
you just have to configure it.
Yes. No, not to configure it. Add another column. Make it no. Whatever task you don't want to make it active, and hide this column. Finish. And you want to hide these tasks, correct?
Yeah.
You can hide that. You have a filter. I'll show how to create the filter. You have a conditional formula. We can hide those tasks.
Okay.
That whatever tasks are inactive, row should be hidden. There is a macro available.
But can your templates also come with the filter, standard filter?
Yes, I'll add that. I'll add that.
And it's enough.
I will add that. And apart from that, the very basic thing, copy paste in Excel and give it.
Yeah. We normally do that.
So normally we do you check it. This is what I'm putting, right?
Yeah. Copy and paste.
This is what I did. And all the tasks which are, see, the black, these are the hidden tasks. Okay. We deleted that task. Finish.
Oh, you still have to delete the task.
No. What I'm showing you, it's another way right now.
Yeah.
If you want to do it in Excel. Otherwise, Microsoft will allow you to filter these tasks to hide.
Yeah, but let's say, okay, I have filter here.
Yeah.
I don't see it here. But one more thing is that when I copy and paste to Excel,
it will not appear.
It will not appear.
It will not appear.
Okay.
But the only advantage to copy and paste it in Excel, because if you hide this, then you see what will happen. If you hide these 3 tasks, then row number will appear like that only. 22 and then 26 directly.
Yeah.
Serial number will not change.
Yeah.
And
we don't look at that. We look at the WBS code.
Yes.
Okay.
But WBS will also be changed. You see. If you see, this is 3.3, this is 3.2, right?
Okay.
So anyone can ask, man, where is this 0.4, 0.4, 0.12?
There.
This is the, so you have one more thing. For each particular project, once we have finalized the project plan, okay, this is my project plan.
Yeah.
For sure. Then you can delete this, no problem. Who is going to tell you anything? Delete it. Delete the task itself. No problem. Let me delete the task itself. Then it will update your WBS automatically. What I mean to say, we have a template. That means we will always create a project plan using that template.
Yep. Okay. Then another thing. Let's say today we are implementing finance, trade, and logistics.
Right.
Then production.
Yes.
Project accounting and HR payroll is not in. So once I delete those lines, right?
Yeah.
Means I delete project accounting, delete HR, delete service management.
Correct.
Can I resequence the WBS?
WBS is automatically resequenced.
Yeah,
Always. I'll show you. This way. This is 1.2. Okay.
Yeah. Because in 2010 we have to block the selected task. Then
yes.
renumber.
This is 1.2. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Because here we will be able to see. This 1.2, what I did, I am making it inactive. Correct?
Yeah.
But WBS has not changed.
Yeah.
So we have created entire project plan and we decided, okay, this task is not part of my project. I am deleting this task, correct?
Okay, yes.
Check.
You remember.
And simple, you have always there, you have always there, roll-up. This is in a read-only mode. This is in read-only mode.
No, I think you're under the project tab. Maybe under project tab.
No, you want to recalculate the project. I don't want to recalculate the project.
No, just renumber under the WBS. Still have
you
to use this.
You
right?
want to renumber? No, you don't have to do that. That's
Don't do.
You don't have to do that. It will automatically roll up.
You will roll up.
It will automatically roll up. I am not creating this as, see what I have done. You saw that right now, few minutes back. Then when I opened this project plan, I did not use this. I used this.
Oh.
That means it is in read-only mode.
You mean in the editing mode it should.
In editing mode, it will automatically update it.
Okay.
So no need to renumber that.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the first thing what I want to tell, that we should have a complete skeleton of the project. Right? Now, what happens for each particular task? Normally we put our resource name, right?
Yeah.
We have got a resource pool for each task. Why you are saying all this? Because I have not added the major task. I'll show you that one also. If we come to resource, I'll show you the resource. Build team from enterprise. Now you see all the employees of this company are there. Okay? We can even group by all the teams. We can group by any kind of filter. We can put whatever. We can do a customized filter. We want to put any particular name, like, okay, example, that the actual cost of the particular person should not be or is less than maybe $200.
Okay.
If I put it that only those resources should be shown whose costs are less than 200 or $350, then it will show only that one. Once we set up the rates.
Okay.
Once we set up the rates, it will show exactly like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you. I'm adding these all resources. Default, I'm adding all the resources to the team. And here you go. Let's see. It is connected first time.
It's a bit similar like the 2012 resource filter.
Now you see. Once I want to assign, see your entire. So whichever resource I want to add, I am adding it here, and this resource has been assigned. And if that resource will be over, it will show you that. No, for loading is always
On the leveling is
on the left. Most important part which I want to tell about. We don't need these things to discuss now here. The most only
the resource go on reading. Okay.
Only
Resources.
Okay. So what I need to understand that we should have decided for each particular task what kind of task this is, which module. This is very much important part. Unless we don't define it, we don't understand what is that task.
Okay, but you're going to the view of 2012 or which version?
2012.
2012.
Yeah, please. Yes, sure. Correct. I will go back. Okay. I'm getting your point. I'm getting your point, and I'm waiting for you to finish so that I will keep it explanatory. Okay. What you said. Yes. Let me tell you now. What you said and what Jennifer said, it was quite clearly understood for me. All right. Now, what you mean to say that basically, let me tell you. Just let me open this project so that it will be much more easier to understand. Okay. what you are willing to tell me, I understand that each particular resources will have their name, correct? What you mean to say? Yes, 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 yes. I understand that. You see here what you are talking about. Okay. Now what I want to tell you and why we have done this, I will show you. If you check these resources, let me hide these columns so that it will be easily shown on the screen. So let me hide some of the columns. Yeah, it is available here. So can you see that? Right? Okay. Team name done. Now if you check this, hello, the fact is that each and every resource will be assigned, not will be assigned, they are already assigned, all the resources. Okay? With their department or team, with their grades, and with their module. Till this till this moment, if you see, then you can see here that most of the resources are with the general, right? You have an option here. Consider an example. Consider an example. Let me enter this for only Dynamics 8, so it will be easy for us to understand. See this. Now, yes, consider that this particular person, Frank Peter, okay, has he knows finance and trade and logistic both, correct? So can you see both are selected? So for each particular resource, which department or team he belongs to, what is his job grade, and what are the modules are his skill set. This is default selected because at this moment it is in setup stage. So I have put it most of them at the general because I don't have a skill set information. So no, no problem. I will get that and I'll put it. Okay. For an example, you can see few of the people's resource grades are not here. Why grades are not here? Because they are Thailand-based resources. So what he told me that no need to consider about their resources because they are not our part. So we won't allow them. Okay. So now the thing is, you consider that each Iqbal Yasir, he is not there. So we will put that, okay, he's general or technical or whatever module, okay? Now, now the thing is that you mean to say that in the same this Gantt chart part, what we want to do that we want to select particular resource and their skills automatically should appear, right? So can you see it is there already? Yes, 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 yes. Because things are not defined. Can you see automatically it is coming up? No, the same template is already there. Trust me, the same template is already there. Okay? Yes, 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 correct. Why we have put it there and why we have made this thing, let me tell you. We want to break the ice. Okay? What I mean to say to break the ice, let me give you an explanation. This was basically Jennifer's question. Okay, she wanted to put these things inside resource sheet from here, but she did not want to fill these information inside Gantt chart. All right, correct. Mm, yeah. So now, yes. So now let me explain you where is my problem and what I want to do or what we want to do. Right now, we are a quite small team and everybody has got some 2-3 consultants. So we know that Ashish does that, Nixon does that, Kang does that, Amarnath does this. All right. So basically, currently, our water project management is kind of individual centric. And everybody has got a choice. I will take Nixon. Why you will take Nixon? Can you tell me what job grade work you require, what module you require, what kind of skill set you require? Simply you need Nixon, so you take Nixon. I tell you. Yeah. Can I ask you a small question? I am a new PM, and 2 PM have left already, or they are supposed to leave, right? You said that perhaps 2 PM are going and some new PMs are coming. You said that. Okay, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Let me okay, okay. Sorry, I mistaken. Let me rephrase it. I am a new project manager here.
Okay.
And consider Kang is leaving, Kang is going, or Kang is busy with some other work, so we need to have few more project managers. All right? Project manager or whoever is going to handle the project. Either it is pre-sales or sales or project delivery department. I don't know which person does what. I don't know. And seriously telling you, I don't know. I know about I know about Nixon that okay, Nixon is perhaps in finance and TNL or whatever. And correct. So exactly I'm taking your word, what you said, that you should be getting what I need, right? So this is what this system wants us to do. What it wants us to do, inside the Gantt chart, inside this task detail, once we select that we need this task requires, for example, let me take you to my perfect thing. This is trade and logistics, right? So I want that, okay, I need a TNL resource for Dynamics X with a job grade of maybe P4, maybe, all right? In real life, what this system will do for you, as soon as you have selected this particular information, that the team is, this this system will filter for you, and it will show you only those resources from this list who are on grade P4, belongs to Dynamics X, and inside their skill set TNL is there. I'm,
The,
I'm,
the,
I'm, I'm sorry, I'm a kindergarten student for Excel. I could never learn Excel. And you can ask him for a small thing. I have been walking to Kang's desk. Kang, please, can you tell me how to put this formula? Several times I went to you, right? Can you tell me the formula? That is that is why what this template tells you, that if you select the particular person, okay, what it tells you, that you have always everywhere general. You see that general? No, no, no. Can you see the general? This, it's in general. Okay. Let me take you to the template which I have sent you people. Can you see functional consultant, right? Okay. Now can you see here the task modules are general? Now can you see one more thing, inside the job grade you have got no grade. Now why I have done this and why it is done there? That is given, and can you see this task team, which team it belongs to? Here, here is also there is general, right? Why this is there? This is only for current and ongoing projects. That is why conditions are not applied yet. Let me explain you what I am trying to tell you. The projects which are ongoing, these are basically individual basis. These are individual centric, correct? We know which are the resources are already assigned to the project, right? So that is what, for all the current projects, you can select something, anything, functional lead or technical or functional, whatever. It doesn't matter, okay? And it will only pick once the things are already put in conditions. Conditions are yet not applied, because once the conditions and logics will be applied, if I'll apply the logics, system will become restrictive. It will not allow to update anything. So even this template will become useless. That is what I want to tell people. You currently, for these, you create general and you simply replicate general, all as a general. Yeah. Once, no, yes, it makes difference. It makes difference. What kind of difference it makes? Yeah. right now, if we are putting it as a general and a no grade, something like that, once their skills will be updated after some time, after going live or before going live, this will automatically update. But if yes, if there will be no value, if these fields will be non-mandatory, in future it will never update. So currently consider I am putting this here right now. Maybe I am putting. You got my point? Or yes, it will update automatically. I have an option. If I have an option, I will show you. I want to take you to the realistic inside of the system. I want to show you. You see, these fields are made mandatory. Can you see these mandatory fields? I have made this as a mandatory because if I will make it not required, that means in realistic project plan, you will be able to skip. But if the values are not there, if we have skipped it, it will never update. Apart from that, one more thing. As soon as there are no value and we are not putting, and if I will convert these fields as a mandatory field in future, these, these project plans, these inputs which are here without any value, zero value, this will make this entire project plan invalid. Yes, and where is no resource, I am supposed to create one no resource also. But even no resource is not required. You have always, you can see functional consultant, this and that. You will find everywhere. I'll show you. It has to be. It has to be. Definitely. Definitely. So client side, yeah. Tell me. No, of course you can check this. Check. No, no, no. Of course you can handle it. Hunting CFO. You can put it. Yes, it will show you, but as a local resource, which is known as a local resource, not the enterprise resource. Hi, Hawk. How are you? After a long time hearing your voice, Hawk, I'm so happy. All right, man. Your voice has gone, Hawk.
Breaking down.
Yeah, please. It is fine now. Only your word fine was fine. Would you want to hear anything?
No, it's too bad.
Are you walking, Hawk? I could not hear. I could not hear. Yes, you can add. You can add it. No, of course, it is automatically differentiated. How? I will show you. I have put this resource as a hunting CFO, right?
Okay.
But this resource has not been selected from this list. Coming up here. Now, if you come to the resource sheet and find hunting CFO, let me find out. Sorry. Is it there?
Assign a job.
I have find already. I have find. You check this. I have find already. This is hunting CFO. Maybe test customer task. Okay. Duration maybe one day. Start today. No problem. Okay. This is sir. It is there. All right. Now you come here in the resource sheet and see this. Is it available? In your calculation, it is available? Not. Why? Because all these resources are your enterprise resources. How the enterprise resources are coming up here? From your resource, if you come to the resource, these are your enterprise resources. These people are enterprise people. All right? So it will never update in your particular project plan. So what will happen? Problem is what? If you put the customer as an internal resource, what will happen? You will have a cost related to that particular project, right? You have a cost. Yes, yes. So if that cost is being calculated, if you make it zero also, then the duration will be included and your project profitability ratio will come down. Right? This is the only reason you can put all external resources which will be particular to your project plan only up for this project plan, but not will be reflecting inside EPM. Of now WBS is also part of a particular project. WBS is not related. WBS is not a global task. He will see. He will see. Yes, yes. He will see that, but it will not come under calculation. He will see that, but that will not come for calculation. Because if you see a normal report, if you see the normal report, then you will check, you will have a cash flow. Right? So this will not reflect any local task. Got my point? Yeah. So the same question again. Yeah. Come again. I did not hear you properly. All right. Yes. You want to see the conflict of the external resource? All right, yes, I will call you. Give me your extension number, please. That, that that's another problem. So would you mind calling me back rather and ask them to transfer this call to conference room? But a small thing, a small issue. Take, take yeah, take 70 seconds break. I'll be back.
Oh. So the question is how we handle the conflicts for the external resource.
Okay, you mean to say conflicts of external resource overloading, right?
Yes, yes.
Correct. So can you see my screen?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So I am creating one small. Okay. No problem. Yeah. I'm creating one small what you can call task for you. You can say FRD review.
Yes.
Finance.
Fine, whatever.
And this will take 2 days, and it is starting from today. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm creating a customer resource, that is customer CFO. All right. At the same time, I am creating FDD review, that is finance, and this will take 3 days, and it will start from not today, it will start from tomorrow. All right. And the same resource I am taking here. Can you see the problem?
Yes. Okay, fine.
So can you see the conflict here?
Yeah, no problem.
I am extending this task date from here. Instead of that, I'm creating this task from 21st. and no, 21st is Friday, that's what. So I am creating this task on 23rd. It is going to take again 3 days. It has gone. Can you see that?
Yeah, no problem.
So
where I can find the resource utilization or these kind of things, because I also need a report to the customer what's the utilization for occupation for the resource.
right. So resource utilization report, if you want to check, let me take this task which has this project which has got a lot more tasks here. We want to see the resource utilization report. You have got here, and you want to see the resource utilization. You can see entire resource utilization report.
So this one is not only our internal one, it's also included the external one.
Correct. It will include both, because this is a project centric. This is not actually enterprise centric. This is project centric. So related to your particular project, it will always show you. Got my point?
Yeah, fine.
So this particular customer CFO, this resource is related to only this project. It's a local resource. Why? And sorry, better let me rephrase this. What is difference between a local resource and an enterprise resource? An enterprise resource is available across all the projects and all the departments. That is known as an enterprise resource. Definitely, enterprise resource are always either payroll employees or the contract employees which are or who are working on a project to deliver. Like Arvira, you, me, all we are internal resource, or you can call it enterprise resource. Basically, there is no concept of internal resource. Internal resource is technically enterprise resource, which can be seen here inside this list. We can find what are the resources. So these are enterprise resources, and the local resources are those resources who are working specifically for a particular project from the customer side, on which we are not going to do any billing or any estimation. Those known as a external resource, which is here customer CFO. So this will not be available for any other project, but this will be available for exclusive projects in which they are assigned. Is that fine? Senu, are you there?
Yeah, fine.
Right. So this is what is here. Now, if I want to come back again to the same point, what Senu, you raised the question that ideally we must identify these tasks. So in future, if we select the tasks, task roles and their modules, then what will happen? Based on this, only filtered resources will be shown here. So it will help people to find a particular resource.
What is the mark? Yeah.
So at this point of time, just it is my request, select something like, okay, functional consultant, select it as a general, because you don't want to go inside the deep detail, because projects are already in progress. We are working on it. Inside the job grade, you select no grade and select this, because if you see many places, if you select these particular people, these informations will not be updated. If we select that, here I'm selecting one thing, Lee Queenie, this is here. But even if I make it now as a program manager or as a technical lead, while updating my project, while synchronizing with my server, it will not give me a conflict or an error, because here these things are not being validated. only for the new projects it will be validated. That means what will happen, I will activate that validation logic from the day of go live, because then we know that all the new projects will be created. Apart from that, before go live, we are in phase of importing existing current ongoing projects. So these validations are not there, but field information, field values are mandatory. It has to be there. Otherwise, it will not update in future.
Got it, Amar.
Well, so any more question?
Question. Amar, can you hear me?
Yeah. Please go ahead. I'm waiting for your questions.
How your EPM is going to identify the billable and non-billable tasks?
Yes. We have currently all the tasks considered as a billable task.
But there are certain tasks, you understand, right? Like in
I understand that. But again, we have to understand one more thing. Tasks has got a cost. Any task, if any resource is working on that, so there is a cost. So I am taking a note of yours. I am putting this note that all the tasks should be identified as a billability. Okay, billability of task.
But sometimes, like even our management accepts at a good well, the client and the customer relationship, we take some tasks like as it is definitely a cost to our company, but we are not going to bill to the customer.
Correct. That's right. That is why I have taken your note that we will be adding a specific field later on, which will be considered as a non-billable or billable task. So what way I will propose right now here, that by default all the tasks should be billable, and if a task is not billable, then we should have an option to change it to non-billable. Will that be okay?
Help the consultants also to book into the project.
Come again, please be little louder.
It's like sometimes like it happens like the consultant books their time into the project, but it's a non-billable activity for some whatsoever reason. And that's why we might require this fee, and it will be easy for the management also to see.
No, this is one of the most important valid task. That's what I'm telling you. It depends upon modus operandi of a particular organization, that right now we are identifying it as a billable or non-billable task. Otherwise, normally what we do, there is a common practice that we give a bulk discount. So what we do, okay, we are putting it, all the task has given a cost, but we are billing you this much only. But yes, this is a very good and valid point, because in one of the customer's requirement, when I implemented EPM for that customer, this was a major requirement, and we identified it as a billability and non-billability. No problem. Task billability will be added. Default value, I will put it as a billable, and then we can change it to non-billable for a specific task. Yes, one more thing is there. Then one specific condition will come up, that for all kinds of customer activity, as you see here, we will have to select those tasks as a non-billable. All right?
Yeah, correct. So this will help probably, reconcile with our timesheet, Amar.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm telling. It's quite fine. Because see what happens here. Would you mind if I take you through the timesheet?
Yeah, no problem.
Right. I want to take you through the timesheet.
You mean all the timesheet will be input here, right?
Yes. Yes. Do you want to add a question?
How can I know about the remaining mandates?
Yes. How you want to know? Yeah. Okay. So for any project, if you want to know the remaining mandates, there are two ways. One, you want to know the consolidated remaining mandates, or you want to know the remaining mandates for each resource. What way?
For each resource or for me, for myself.
Okay. So if you want to see from the project perspective, then you can see directly on your dashboard. This is your project dashboard. It will tell you the percentage of completion of the task, all together task, how much work you have already done. So from here, you can know the remaining part of a particular project. First of all. Now, if we click on one particular project, any project, Goodreads, if we click on this, your dashboard will tell you about the complete project details. Okay, when you are going to start, when you are going to end. If you want to go to the project site, for that you will have to go to the particular project site, and here you can see all the details. Check the project summary. What is currently going on? Why? According to the project plan, this particular master planning and production, it has to be started. It is going to work here. Okay. Now, you want to see the particular project report based on the remaining tasks. So let me take you back through your particular project plan, and you have reports. Under the report in progress, you can see milestone report. I am coming up here. Oh, I have not configured it. I'm so sorry. I have not configured it. So your report will be able to show you how much task you have completed, how much task is remaining. Apart from that, you will be able to see the remaining completed work and the remaining work by each project and the consolidated for the whole project.
So that means for the timesheet, you just only can key in the one you remaining mandates, right?
So the timesheet allows you to update your task. Not only that, the timesheet updates your particular task related to that project in a real-time manner. In real-time manner, for an example, let me take you through this. This is one task which is assigned to me, creation of project charter. So if I'm clicking on this particular task, I'm using a very weak Wi-Fi. That's why this is slow. No matter. You can see here the task progress shows you this task is the totally estimated for 1 day. How much I have completed, I can put it either in a work, or I can switch it to percentage also. That depends upon all project managers' consents, what way we want to do. If you people will tell me finally that all right, this should be mentioned in a percentage, I will change it and I will make it as a percentage completion. Or we can put it, okay, I have finished my 0.5 day of task. Okay, as soon as I put it here, I can put all my notes. If you want to put, I can put all my notes, and then if you see the calculation, if I'm clicking on recalculate, check remaining work is now only 4 hours. Right?
How about that? Put into 1.5 days.
Come again?
How about I input 1.5 days here?
Yes, if we put 1.5 days, that means my project will automatically be updated and estimation will be updated to 1.5 days. But if you see the baseline report, here something will come up. Let me come back to you and let me show you one thing, which is known as a baseline date. I will show you. Okay, I'll show you the variances. So here you can see the baselines and particular delays. It is showing you NA because I have not set a baseline here. If you want me to set up a baseline, I can do that for you so that you can see. Let me take you through the task. All right. And these are the dates which I am setting up as a baseline. And I'm creating a baseline. I have set up the baseline now here for you, just for test purpose. Now I will show you. All these reports will be available easily. This is currently for the showing purpose. Now if you see what it says you what was my baseline start date, baseline finish date. If instead of 1, we are putting up here 1.5, my project will show here next time that starting variance has happened 4.5 days. So start was the same, but 0.5 days, this particular task has been delayed.
Amarnath, sometimes our project requires our resources to sorry, my
Hello?
Yeah, come again, please.
yeah, Amarnath, like sometimes, can you listen me?
Yeah, I can listen to you.
Amarnath, sometimes our consultants are required to work for like 10 hours, like 16 hours, like even though it is not a cost, paying only for 8 hours, right? But sometimes the project requires, and our consultants KPI based on the utilization. So what they do is, in one project, one day they book for 16 hours. For that, they get to man-day of their KPI started out. But if you consider 2 man-days, 16 hours cost, my cost is going to blow up, correct?
Yes.
But it is definitely not a delay. He only spent extra hours. It's kind of OT. Can it be separated and shown somewhere, like, because this happens in every day in every project.
Okay. Before that, to explain about this scenario, how we are going to handle and how it is handled natively, first of all, I want to tell you few basic things. When we are talking about that we booked for 8 hours only and a consultant is working for 15 hours or 16 hours, all right, that means duration wise project has definitely been estimated incorrectly. I'm not saying that, but project has got dragged. It has consumed more time. That is for sure. This is the real fact.
There is sense, right? But it cannot increase, it cannot blow the cost.
Yes, I will show you now how it is handled natively. Let me take you through the resource sheet. First of all, let me change it. Okay, it's on Gantt chart. Oh, yes. Now, can you see here two types of rates, a standard rate and overtime rate, right? Are you able to see that? Thenu, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, Amar, I can see.
So there are two rates. One is standard rate, one is overtime rate, right? Now, if I have put my rate, standard rate at something, and overtime rate is 0, as you can see here, then my project cost will not blow up. What I mean to say, this particular person, Krishna, his standard rate may be $50 an hour, but his overtime rate is 0. That means in one calendar day, if he is booking his time, exactly the scenario what we discussed with Hawk right now, that I am putting, instead of 1 day, I am putting 1.5 days. Remaining 4 hours, my project will calculate as an overtime and project cost will not increase. But the duration will increase, time will increase. We cannot leave that. project duration will definitely increase. Is it clear?
The end date not change that because he's completing on the same day. Only thing he's taking some extra time.
There are two things always with a project plan. With any project plan, if you check, there are always two things. Okay, let me take you through this here. Yeah, let me go back to Gantt chart. If you see, there are duration and there are start and finish date. So project ending or project finishing is calculated from start and end date, not by the duration. So what does it mean? Duration will increase, your start and end date will not increase. That means your project timeline will not be affected, but total duration consumed will be affected.
Then it will go for a manual scheduling, right? That task, that particular task.
No, it will not go for manual scheduling. What will happen? Just give me a second. It will not go for the manual scheduling. What will happen? That project will start from January 1st. Project will end to 31st December. Consider we have got one person working on the project. That means maybe project estimation is duration is 365 days. Consider no leave, no holiday. All right. If the person has been working overtime, that means duration will increase from 365 days to 500 days or maybe 720 days. If every day he has been booking 16 hours, 16 hours, 16 hours, that means my duration will increase, but the project start was January 1, project end will always be December 31st. It will not affect my project timeline, but the time consumption will increase.
For time being, this I will just say.
No, let's be practical. It's not about taking. Let's be practical and let's understand how this system is working. The thing is that anything for each particular person, for each particular resources, if you go here, then you will see we have a project calendar. All right. For each particular resource, we have a project calendar and the default working hours are defined as an 8 hours. Now, in the same calendar day, if that person is booking anything extra than 8 hours, is considered as an overtime. The first basic thing we need to understand. This is the way a project management works. Not project management, anything in the world, it works that way only. Apart from 8 hours, if he is working extra, that is considered as overtime. Now, the concept is whether company pays for overtime or not. If company does not pay extra for overtime, for this reason, what will happen? That particular resources overtime rate will be 0. That means if a person is working for 15 hours, still he will be getting paid or only for 8 hours. Is that clear? Is it okay? This is happening with us, right? Are you there?
Hi Amar, I just missed your thing.
Yeah. What I said that normally there are two parts of this concept, not concept, this is the real fact, that if our standard working hours are 8 hours, then if a person is working extra hours, more than 8 hours, that means that is overtime, right? Hello?
Yeah, I got it, Amar. So just give me some more time, like let me think about it and then we will discuss again on Monday's meeting on this point.
Sure. No problem. All right, then we can repeat that also. So yeah. I just mean to say that anything worked extra apart from 8 hours is an overtime to save blowing up our cost, because in reality we don't pay our employees if they are working more. So in that condition, what happens? We put our overtime rate as a 0. So we don't have anything to be paid extra. It will not increase my cost. My cost will remain same. The second thing is start and end, that means project timeline will remain the same. But the hours consumed, that means it is known as what you call duration of the project. That will definitely increase. You cannot save that. In reality, it is happening. This is the, yeah.
There are facts related to this. That's what I wanted to give like some more time on this.
All right.
Because even though if the consultant working for 18 hours and it doesn't blow up the project cost, but there is an indirect cost involved with that his perks based on his working hours. That's definitely an indirect cost to the management. So how they take it, so that's an in-depth one. So we will just leave this thing here and we will think about it.
But then management has to tell that how much they are going to pay or how much they are willing to pay for overtime. Because if management is not paying anything to a resource, then how it can be considered as an extra cost to the management?
Are paying bonus based on the utilization number?
So the payment of the bonus on the basis of utilization, that will be recorded. That will show that that particular resource has worked for 18 hours.
Okay, we'll think about it and then we will come back to you, Madam.
All right. Any other question? Any other question related to this?
Today.
The project plan by next week?
Monday 5 o'clock, same time, I believe.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm on leave next Monday.
No problem. So you are here today. You can sync up. And by the way, I have recorded entire meeting. Today's meeting is also recorded. So what I will do, I will add this meeting to SharePoint. So anybody can even again recollect back. So if Monday you are on leave, no problem. You will be able to recollect the meeting, what happened. And anyway, we will release final notes after both meetings. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining.